Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Yet another beautiful day lies ahead of our beautiful nation as we continue to take massive strides into the future, folks. Some huge projects underway right now as we fly by our upcoming airport currently being built by our own workers and resources for our beautiful Soviet Republic. But today our attention will at least momentarily be drawn away from the tourism industry and the inevitable arrival of said tourists. We might need to focus a little bit more on some of our more local needs. Some things have been slipping past us lately as we have been focusing on this new update. So we're going to try and split the difference in terms of our focus over here, and hopefully it'll all work out pretty well. Again, the airport is under construction. There's a lot of work being done there that will take some time. So as that's happening, we'll go ahead and address some other needs. Point being, folks, there is a lot to do. Just want to mention before we dive into it all, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving those likes and comments down below. With all that said, let's get this party started, shall we? I want to actually touch on something right off the bat that was pointed out in the comments of the previous episode, and that is that the airport size might actually be pretty reasonable in terms of the overall scale of it. I think the comment precisely pointed out that the things you can spot in a city while flying in are their airports and their golf courses. I guess farms don't count because that's like outside of the city. And farms are like basically everywhere, but I get the essence of the statement there, and I suppose that's true. Airports are massive. Everything else kind of just sort of blends into itself and each other, right? But airports, they stand out. So I suppose this is a reasonable size. Though I did see some stats and comparisons as to actual runway lengths and stuff over the last handful of episodes, which was very fascinating to read. Point being, though, construction is underway. It will take a fair... I mean, look at the size of these trucks compared to everything they have to... Like, you can't even... Look at that. But construction is underway. This will take some time to do. And while all that's happening, I want to turn our attention to the ongoing situation at Moria and I suppose, Oksalinsky as well by extension. And I also want to take some time to figure out not just what's happening at Warstock, but how that will affect the distribution of food and just meeting the other needs of our citizens. Now, I have been receiving some suggestions that maybe it is time to just start purchasing some of those basic needs, or at least purchasing a bulk of those basic needs so that we have a bit of a head start. I think I'll take that into account and into consideration when we have the systems here up and running. But it's definitely something I'm thinking about, like just getting ourselves, well, we're actually probably fine down over here. Hang on a second. You can't possibly... Are you serious? We're that low on crops over here? That is wild to think about. We were, I mean, literally just moments ago, it feels like we had, all the crops in the world over here. We had like tons and tons and tons of crops, but I guess that's, oh, there we go. Well, then what's going on over here? The distribution office is not picking up from the grain storage, from the agro farm, from the big field. They should be picking them up. Why are they not? Why is there an issue here? Well, we'll have to look into that. Anyway, so good to know that there are tons of crops that are just sitting here looking pretty, but I want to make sure that we start actually processing that into food and stuff. But elsewhere, we might need to buy, a bulk of crops just to get ourselves some momentum. We'll look into that, though. But sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, just talking about plans. Let's just get things going, shall we? First things first, though, I want to look at our population over here, 49.7. Again, that drop is likely because of the ongoing epidemic. I believe we're close to its end. So hopefully we'll see this number stop dropping. If we take a look at this year as a whole, we are in June right now. Did I not? Yeah, there we go. Take a look at this year as a whole. You can see that dip definitely started, I think, when the epidemic hit. I wish events were highlighted in these graphs so you can kind of see those big changes. Like rather what has impacted and caused those big changes. Otherwise, I mean, I think we've been doing pretty well overall. Unemployment is fairly low, and as it's been pointed out as well, I think the reason why we're not seeing much unemployment in this area over here outside of workers, who are waiting on kindergartens and stuff, is because of course, all these people who are living in these buildings are just going to the next building over to help with construction, which is working out wonderfully, because that way this entire space will get done soon. As a part of the needs I want to address, I do want to take a look at this shopping center over here. and getting food and stuff over here. This all needs to be built still, so all right, we'll let time move forward. And I just want to touch on one more thing before we dive into hitting play. But there was some clarification in the comments of the last session, and I want to clarify for everybody in case, well, I've been a part of, I've spread a bit of misinformation, so I just want to correct myself there. But people, rather I should say tourists specifically, are able to get on transit more than once. The misunderstanding was that there is only one hotel that is assigned to a tourist. Then they always move around that hotel, and if that means getting on a bus or a train or whatever to be taken to another attraction somewhere else, then they will get on that, but they will not transfer to a different hotel. That's how it works. So you can and you will see tourists getting on buses and trains and all that kind of stuff to travel to different parts of the nation for the attractions, but they always have to get back to their first hotel to which they were delivered. Also, in terms of how long tourists are willing to wait in a vehicle, I think it was 10 hours. I can't remember now, but I believe it's 10 hours they're willing to wait as they travel from one place to another. So I think we're okay. I mean, yes, the cable cars are a little bit on the slower side, but it's not that long a distance to get to St. Elitesburg and to get to some of the attractions over here and over here as well. So I think we should be okay. Now, actually, one actual last thing, and I apologize, but it did slip my mind that I should probably swap this out for a new modded structure. You'll recall that I was hoping to just make this a bus stop instead, and again, thanks to the mention of it in the Discord, it was pointed out to me that there is a different mod I can use. I believe it's by the same person. Extra large bus station version 2 is what I'm looking for, I think. Yes, because this is a bus/trolley bus station. This is the bus station only. It should fit. Ooh, interesting. It's a different kind of a layout over here. Not a problem. I hope it fits nicely in here. Can't fit due to infrastructure. Might need to redo the roads a little bit, but it should fit nicely. Only one way to find out, I guess. And on that note, actually, I should mention, folks, again, if you aren't already in our Discord, link is in the description down below. Join the Discord for a fantastic community, playing all sorts of games, including, city builders, workers and resources, Soviet Republic, and many more besides. Anything you see on the channel, and even more beyond that. I think we're good to hit play. Let's do it. 37 million is our ruble count. It's on its way up. The economy is recovering after all the after the war against the soil, so I'm not too concerned about that. Go ahead and resume. Did I not demolish you? Thought I. Oh, that's why. Because it auto-clicked the X there. There we go. Cool. Now you're gone. Just want to see if we can't fit you without having to redo the roads. That seems highly unlikely. Oh, there we go. Not the perfect fit, though, eh? Alright, cool. It's just easier then to go ahead and get rid of the roads here. We can probably keep it at the exact same spot, but it's just because of how laying stuff down works. I could also potentially do this instead, which I think I would not mind. Like this kind of a thing. I don't know if that is one ways. I think it might be one ways, right? Let's go ahead and do this instead. Yeah, let's do that. Pop you down right there. Cool. Get the road connection over here. And again, just as a reminder, we will be picking up workers over here to bring them down to Moria. Hook you up over here as well? Sure. That should work. And people should be able to walk here, no problem. I'm wondering if I want to connect this now as well. Have more workers. Have these start to be built as well. Like, I wonder if there's any reason not to, really, at this point. We're pretty committed to this layout, I think. Yeah, I think we're good too. So sure, let's go ahead and connect this as well. And I think this will hopefully auto-assign to a construction site. I believe we're close enough over here. 3,000 meter. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. And I'm actually wondering about Zavodsk construction site as well. Yeah, good stuff. They can reach all of this. That highway really helps, doesn't it? Oh man, it's so cool. I'm so glad that worked out. All right, cool. So that's fixed. And again, we're going to be using this bus stop to move people from up over here, from this extremely densely populated area, hopefully from all parts of it, looks like it, down to Moria, where we hope to, again, bring the pace of mining back up. Now, I think what we did last session did help. And I do see many of you were pointing out sort of our source quality issues and things like that. These are certainly not the best spots, but we were fine with them to supply what we needed. We were fine with them before, you know, things got really busy up at, well, across the board over here. So we should be able to return to that same efficiency. It's just a matter of getting the workers spread out right, which I think is working a bit better now. I mean, this one is the mine up over here. I don't think this one was ever struggling, really. We have more buses coming down now. These numbers are looking decent, so that's good. I mean, it's promising, but I'm not gonna rest on my laurels or anything. We'll keep our eyes on it. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Oh, that's looking very good, because steel is being produced and picked up. Now, granted, we didn't have a bunch of workers. However, we are seeing a surplus of coal here. As more workers come through, that surplus will start, you know, fighting against the production of steel. But even still, yeah, you know what? That's looking pretty good. Now we just have to make sure we can maintain a bit of consistency there. We have to make sure that these numbers are consistent as opposed to a fluke that they just happened to work out while I was checking them. The other thing I should do is probably get some more parking established over here sooner rather than later. I also want to upgrade this footpath. I should have... There we go. Can I just... There we go. Thank you very much. Should have said auto build. It's just, I don't know why we still had a dirt footpath over there. Should have taken care of that a while ago. But if we go ahead and take a look at our mods... Whoops. If we go ahead and take a look at our... This is for the editor. If we go ahead and take a look at our mods and our parking lots. Embankment parking, perpendicular parking. I could have sworn I had... Oh yeah, I guess these... Hold on a second. Where are all my... Wait, hold on a second. Hang on a second. These are not the same as these, are they? I guess they are. Okay, weird. Hold on. Large parking X32. Large parking X32. Okay, I guess so. Alright, cool. Just wanted to be sure. Could, like, put them down over here. I'm wondering if I can build a nicer lot over here. I don't necessarily want to do multi-level parking because we'll get this kind of a situation again. It's been suggested of building a bypass over there as well, which is definitely on my mind. But first I want to try and establish some more parking in the area and see if that won't do the trick for us. And we'll do infrastructure, needs flat terrain. Really, those power cables are getting in our way over here. Power lines, power cables, power lines. Maybe put a parking spot back over here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we don't even need to flatten if we go down here. I don't necessarily like how it lines up with the road, but it's not the end of the world. Could also do this kind of a thing, I think. We can fit multiple. Put one here. A little bit of demolishing there. Alright, let's go ahead and do this then. Right next to the school. It's a fitting spot. Oh, actually, you know what? That worked out nicely. Pop you down over here. Go ahead and just pay for you. Okay, we got money. We got money. We're fine. We're fine. There we go. Now the question is, how do I, / can I reassign parking spots? I imagine it'll be automated after a cycle or so. I don't think, yes, I can do that. I don't know if it'll work. You know what? I'm going to let it happen automatically. I want to see if it happens automatically, get an answer to that question, and then we'll take it from there. And by the way, to those of you wondering, we are selling to younger aged individuals as well now. It's just that we have a lot of red cars, which is why we still see a lot of red cars. What's the deal down over here? We're doing okay? We're doing okay? We're doing okay? I think we're doing fine. Alright, we're okay. Alright, cool. So, all the way back down over here, what do we need to do? First of all, we need to figure out why these guys are not picking up any of the crops. Very weird. Extremely weird behavior. Manage office tasks. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and remove all connections. I'm going to go ahead and add you and you. Make sure that the destination buildings... Well, let's make sure that you over here are at 80% and you over here are at 40%, let's say. And then we're going to go ahead and load at all of these. Load, 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 load. Yes. Want to make sure that it says 0% and looks like the trucks are headed out. All right, cool. Just must have bugged out, I guess. All right, that has... I don't know how far back that has set us, actually. It's unfortunate, but I guess it's not the end of the world, hopefully, but... It is unfortunate now. What are these trains up to over here? What have you been shipping back and forth? Guys that go up over here. Carrying a lot of plastics, eh? This thing is full up on plastics. I thought we were exporting plastics as well, weren't we? Thought we were. We are indeed over to the small customs house, just maybe not quickly enough, just carrying 4 tons at a time. Yeah, I might want to export plastics a little bit faster than that, I suppose. I'm so glad that this works. I'm surprised that this worked as smoothly as smoothly as it did. Anyway, back down over here though. Let's see. Hold on a second. The fire spread to another building. Wait, hold on, hang on, buddy. What's going on here? Fire truck was called. There we go. Head it over. This should be fine. It's cool to see so many cars driving around and all the parking lots being used. It's nice to see, like, the city's really feeling like it's coming to life. Looks like we've taken care of the traffic jam up over here as well, so that's promising. Where's my fire truck? There it is. This shouldn't be a problem. This should not be a problem. Yeah. It's progressing so slowly, we'll be okay. Okay, so, the plan here... I wonder if I should add some more parking lots in the area as well. I wonder if people will actually drive down to here. People are able to drive down to here, right? Oh, are they? Reachable parking lots. Are they not? Seriously? Okay, I guess not. I thought we had... Also, this thing is still being built. I find it hilarious that it's taking so long. Where can you reach? Okay, you can reach here. It's weird that it's showing it one way but not the other way. That's like basically at the edge of reach. I don't think we can get parking to reach down over here. Alright, so it'll have to be done via bus. We have the bus stop over here for that very purpose, to bring people from here over. Question is, do we have any to spare? Do we have any people to spare? Well, first order of business is to check this train station over here and make sure that no one is going to the container loading facility. The rail construction office, the container loading facility, and the... Do we have the I think that's it. Alright, cool. So, container loading. We remove building from list. Iron ore. Oxlinski bus stop. That's all good. Rail construction office. We don't need anybody at the rail construction office. Okay, so that's good. What I'll need to do is adjust the line, though, and see... Well, 200 workers being brought down south isn't too bad. I might need to adjust the line. What I'm saying is we might need to change this to be like get 39 people at 39% out as opposed to 49% if we need more down over here. But how are we doing across the board here? Missing crops. Well, yeah, okay, aware of that. Oil as well has slowed down significantly, so we'll need to look at that as well. All right, let's go ahead and get a bus to bring workers down over here. How many workers do we need? For the livestock farm, we need 50. For the food factory, we need 170. All right. And then for the fire station, we'll need a handful as well. All right. So, first order of business is to commission new vehicles. Let's go ahead and select the fire ladder, the W50 fire ladder. Actually, let's go ahead and get the IKR 280 first, I think. Get a couple of those. Yeah, let's get a couple of those. And then we'll go ahead and get, I think 2 fire ladders is probably a good idea for the fire station down there. And what else? What else do we need down over here? I don't think we need much. We got the buses, we got the fire. Yeah, that's it. All right, cool. Good stuff, good stuff. Just gotta wait for those to get done. And then we can start figuring out how people make their way over, right? So let's go ahead and, why wait? Let's go to the list of lines. Create a new line and start over here and end over here. We will call this line the Petrograd Farmers line. Sure, for now. For now, it communicates what we're trying to do over here. Once I assign buses to it, I think it'll realize the kind of stuff it can pick up and drop off, so that's fine. And that should work pretty smoothly. If we take a look at custom lines, sorry, Petrograd Farmers line. Should be. How do I... Oh, there we go. It is highlighting it. It's just not bright enough. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You go down this way. It makes sense. Why go that way, I suppose. Go ahead and upgrade some of these roads, though. Go ahead and upgrade... you. And upgrade you as well. New feature, by the way, is shift, click, and drag with the upgraded road selected. We'll batch upgrade the roads that you're hovering over. Cool. Makes it a bit easier. I believe actually the clone tool should be updated as well. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Love it. The clone tool now actually aligns to the rotation of the camera. Such a big quality of life upgrade. Huge. Absolutely huge. I'm glad they did it. Glad they did it. Alright, let's pay for all these upgrades. Should have just paid for them while I was commissioning them. Get it all done. Beautiful. And you as well. Cool. That should make the buses move a little bit faster and all. But let's also make sure that our vehicles don't get sold by mistake. Stop over here. Get you over here. Oh, you know what? Damn. We already had a bus from before, didn't we? I need to remember that I've got these buses over here. This one's almost done, which is why I'm not canceling it. You, my good friend, go ahead and set line, custom line, Petrograd Farmers line. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at Petrograd Farmers line here, and now we can adjust load workers only. Yeah, only workers. Pick them all up, and then let's go ahead and unload them all over here. Sounds good to me. Save those changes. Go ahead and get you launched over here. And can I copy schedule over to you? Hopefully it's already going to take that on after it refuels, because that's what it's doing first. So hopefully it's going to take that on. Now that is a significant number of people we're moving down over here, but I think it's necessary. Now once they get over here, they'll automatically pick where they have to go. They can reach everything, I believe. Yes, they can. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. You are receiving crops. Yes, you are not receiving crops. I assume that's probably because this train is bringing it over. Nope, doesn't look like it. What's going on over here? What's going on over here? It is included in the unload process. This gets 40%, this gets 80%. You would expect this to be prioritized, or at least an even distribution. Maybe let's drop this down to 30%. I don't want this to be our primary source of food production. Well, it's already getting up to 40% at this point. Close enough. I'm going to stick to 30%. Hopefully that'll stop trucks from going up there. But I don't know how many of them have already been assigned the grain storage. Yeah, quite a few of them, I guess. Now, why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving to deliver over here? Set to unload. Yes. Alright, we'll keep an eye on it. It was working previously. I don't know if they've changed how this functions. We'll keep an eye on it. Could also just build this and only deliver to the agro farm. That is an option as well. We should also get some of these forklifts over here. I could build some forklifts. It's a long way to haul forklifts, though. Get 2 fire ladders being produced now. Go ahead and shift you down to here. Let's go. Either of you have... Oh, we're good. Okay. Wait, you're making another one? How many have I commissioned? No, cancel it. I can allow one to waste more time. I can't have like 2 or 3. Like, how many more are we going to get at that point? I must have missed or misunderstood something. So let's see if we can't... Sorry. If we can't purchase the license for... Good forklift over here. 50 kilometers per hour. 47 kilowatts. Okay. Where are the... What am I looking for here? Forklift. There we go. Alright, so the NATO license is a better one to get, I guess. Forklift YL78. Mind if I do. And what we'll do is commission a bunch of those afterwards. Fire trucks are being done, and then let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go all the way. Let's get 8 of them going. I wish you could say to like stop afterwards. I don't see an option to do that, unfortunately. But all right, we're good over there. So that should help. And then down over here, just want to check on our situation. I don't know. Got some up here. We got a bunch up here. We got a bunch over here. Okay. Okay. Now, hang on. Apart from just... no one's bringing crops over here. Why, man? Why? Because this train's still coming through. Same as always. I mean, what I could do instead... is... Okay, let's go ahead and remove all connections. Because I want to try and keep this organized. We're going to add you and you. Unload crops over here, please. Make this 70%. Make this 30%, sure. And then everything else we're going to go ahead and, of course, load from. Thinking being, if we're able to drop some crops off at the warehouse, at least the train's able to pick up from the warehouse, right? Like, it's all good. It works out. I wonder as well if I want to put food and stuff into this warehouse and then train it back up somewhere. Give it up via train. Make a connection over here. Let's see. If we use the train, where could we... We don't have like a warehouse connection or anything until all the way up over here. So if something's coming up this way, we have this warehouse connection. We could store food and stuff over here. That doesn't seem reasonable. Or we could come up over here. Could store food and stuff over here instead. I'm trying to figure out a better central distribution area, you know? Like I don't necessarily want to have trucks bringing food and meat and stuff from down there to up over here. I guess it's not that bad. Let's see. You'd have to drive this way, go up here, up this way through the tunnel, up past using the highway or whatever you want to call it here, and all the way up to there. There's definitely got to be a smoother way to do this. If we connect the tracks like so, could come up this way. We could maybe establish a warehouse over here. Or, I mean, you know, honestly, we could actually potentially drop food off over here. We're already dropping electronics off over here. It's a bit more relevant, obviously. What did I just miss? Building on fire. We got a cinema on fire. Hopefully it'll be taken care of pretty quickly. I don't think we've got anything taken out by a fire up over here in quite some time now. Let's see. Can we do that? Or... It's too far away. Just trying to sort this out over here, folks. Because... trucks, if we get enough trucks, eventually it'll be pretty efficient, I guess. The other option is to deliver somewhere like down over here, I suppose. To create a new distribution hub. Doesn't feel like a very centralized distribution hub, does it? Okay, you know what? Temporarily, we'll go ahead and ship up to there. And I'll try and figure out where the next train line goes, just so we can keep things moving over here. We'll come back to it later. One more left. Excellent. Let's go ahead and find these... Oh, I wish I could... Oh, let's pause for a second here. I wish I could, like, multi-select. Gotta ship these guys down, right? Here we go. Gotta ship you down as well. Over here. Let's go. We get them both? Okay. Go ahead and get you down to here. Yeah, this is, like, painful. And let's see, open this up. I don't think... Nope. Wondering if there was like a way to multi-select that I wasn't remembering or something like that. Move you down here as well. Alright, cool. So they're all going to make their way over. Hopefully, right? They're not going to get sold by mistake. I really should just cancel the vehicle that sells them, shouldn't I? You guys are on your way out. Yep, you're on your way out. Yeah, it looks like they're all set up. Good stuff, good stuff. This thing's bringing the last two over. And then let's go ahead and after this one's done, we're going to go ahead and cancel. Look at that. They're actually pretty quick on the road. They're actually pretty quick on the road. Go ahead and cancel all production. Okay. Just slow down the steel consumption a little bit. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure that our distribution office up over here is distributing to... Well, these guys aren't done yet, right? I wonder if I should just pay for them. What's going on here? No workers or mechanisms. Why is that? Why is that? These guys don't have a construction office assigned. That's fine. Down over here. Should be able to get down over here, no problem. Slowly working away at the bus station, eh? Let's go ahead and upgrade this road. Go ahead and auto build. Get this road built right up. Pretty sure this one's going to stay exactly like this, so let's go ahead and pay for it. Again, we're fine for money. We're at 38 million. We're fine for money. Move this around this way. Good stuff. Because again, if I'm going to set up the distribution stuff, I want to make sure it's going to the right places. I don't want to have to reassign, but at this point I'm feeling like it might be a good idea. Might not be a terrible idea. Where is... No, there's no power down here as well, just as a reminder. Even though we have this up over here, it's just out of reach. And that's fine. It's not the end of the world. We are ready for that. We did prepare for that, so it's not the end of the world. But just something to remember. Now, you distribute what? You distribute electronics as well, eh? Yes, you do. Okay, but you don't load them. You load them over here. I'm gonna make sure. All right, we are going over here to load the electronics. I wonder if we shouldn't... It's not that far to go. And like go around the loop over here to pick up down over here. It's not that far to go. I was just wondering if I shouldn't ship electronics from down over here to up over here. But I think what I like about keeping it over here is that if vehicle production requires it, then it is readily available for vehicle production as opposed to the other way around. So I think that's okay. I think that's fine. Plenty of food, a decent bit of alcohol, lots of clothes, so that's all good. You know what? Momentarily, let's meet the needs of these people, shall we? Maybe not a bad idea. Maybe not a terrible idea. Add a new connection. Down over here is a road. A dirt road, though it might be. There is a road. Unload a little bit of everything. Yes. Keep it at 70%. Yes. Okay, sounds good. Cool. Just because it's going to possibly take forever otherwise. I do also want to get some parking lots down over here, right? So we can hopefully see folks driving over to pick stuff up. No students in these hostels, I don't think. Yep. I need to arrange this a bit better. In fact, 49.9. Looks like the population is on the uptick again. But let's go ahead and take a look at adults living with their parents. Oh dear. Let's see if we can't move a bunch of these guys out over here. Nope. Only a handful. There's a few of them I think are probably too old, right? Probably what we're seeing as well. Let's try and empty these out a little bit. Oh, there we go. That was a good one. Excellent, excellent. Got a few over here. Relocate you. Go. Every little bit counts. That's the thing. They come over here, they get educated, and they move on to one of these houses over here, which is perfect. That works out great. I'm okay with that. These. Way too many people up over here. Okay, we're good, we're good. Good. Overcrowding. Take a look at this properly here. Again, my hope was that as these buildings got built, we'd be able to move people from further away. But I was hoping to first establish, you know, all the jobs and stuff in the area before we did that. That's obviously taking its sweet time. On the topic of things taking their sweet time, I mean, we're seeing some progress here. I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to rush it until we're done taking care of some of the stuff down over here. Now, down over here, the buses should have started delivering the first handful of people already. Looks like that is the case. And when I say handful, I think I more literally than intended have ended up with a handful. We do have some of the forklifts heading over. Yeah, there we go. There we go. March of the forklifts over here. Making their way over. It's actually rather adorable. Good stuff. Good timing. Perfect timing. Just as I came over here to look. So, what do we want to do? We want to make sure that we have fuel coming here, so that's fine. Add new connection. We're going to include you, you, and you. No details to give. There we go. So at the grain storage, you're going to load crops. At the food factory, you're going to unload crops. And at the livestock farm, you're going to unload crops as well. There's the automatic connection to the slaughterhouse. Hang on a second now. Do I not have a slaughterhouse down over here? Oh, you know what? It burned down. Right. That happened so long ago. But yes, it did burn down, didn't it? Food related. There we go. Where is my slaughterhouse? What was your connection? Probably this. Yep, that looks about right. Fits in like a puzzle piece. That slaughterhouse established. Gotta get rid of you. Knew something was up. I was like, this doesn't seem hectic enough. Here we are. Move you up there. Can I move you up there? I can. I think we're good like this. Trying to get that road to line up at the bottom there. Sure. Yeah, that works. Alright, cool. Do that. You know what? We're going to go ahead and pay for this. Go for it. And then let's go ahead and get this footpath built up over here. Connect you. Excellent. We should just be able to fund it. Good stuff. Again, 37 million. We're okay for money. Spending a fair bit over here. But, see, the thing is, I gotta take that into account in terms of workers. There, that makes a lot more sense. Now the meat's actually being prepared to be sent to the meat storage. That makes infinitely more sense. Go and get her done. Alright, good stuff. You're done. Another 50 workers over here. Yeah, I think we're gonna need more. Carrying 0 workers, you're carrying 0 workers. This is obviously not ideal. I'm gonna go ahead and actually send this back to Petrograd first. Just try to create a bigger gap between these two buses. Thing is, though, when people arrive at the bus stop, like, let's take a quick look and see how many people actually stay at the bus stop over here. 248 workers coming through, so almost a full train load over here. How many workers do we end up with at the bus stop? 11. See, that's nothing. That's nothing. We definitely need to adjust that. 4%. All right. Maybe we don't need as many in the chemical factory. Now, it's been suggested that rather than change percentages, I should change, like, efficiency over here instead. Would mean, I don't know, it would work, I guess. It would still auto-assign where they go. I just wonder if any would end up at the bus stop. Suppose they should, but I'm gonna, you know what, for now at least, let's go ahead and do this manually, like using the system we've got going on already. Gonna reduce the number of people going to the chemical plant, and gonna increase the number of people going to the bus stop. Let's try this split. Let's experiment with it, shall we? We've got 0 workers over here right now. New train comes through. Didn't see how many people were on the train itself, but it seems like quite a few. 35, 40, 50-ish workers approximately, give or take. Okay, definitely better than 11. Maths. The magic of numbers. I wish you could tell buses to wait until loaded, you know? Because it's such a fine, like, line of timing here. 44, this thing's going to come through and pick up how many people? Like 30? 35. Like, nothing left. Those 35 are coming down over here. And, like, to be fair, do we need that many people chopping down trees? I don't think so. Why not instead get you decommissioned? Or set you on this other line here. Custom lines. Petrograd Farmers Line. Sure, let's do that instead. Try and ensure more people get over here. Because otherwise we're not going to get anything out of this. Now, where does the food end up? Well, once a truck comes through, it'll pick up food over here. We'll have to go to the meat storage to pick up meat. Alright, fair enough. And where's my distribution office? Down over here, right? what I'm thinking is we will get these same trucks to ship goods from over here to up over here. A long, long haul. That is a long haul. What do we do up over here? Just to refresh my memory here. We have a separate distribution office for it, don't we? Yeah, we have a separate one. Now, granted, this is a smaller operation down over here. Eventually, maybe I'll build a second one, but for now, I think we're good with just the one. If we get more farms, rather, I should say, when we get more farms down there, we'll go ahead and establish another distribution office. For now, though, let's go ahead and produce another, let's say, 4 AMZ 5410s, so that this distribution office will have a few more trucks at the very least. And we can go ahead and add you and you. Go ahead and load meat eventually, and load food over here. And then let's go ahead and add... Jeez, it is far away. I'm going to drop off over here though, I think, right? Yeah. Drop off over there. Unload food and... meat? No? Why can't you unload meat? Oh, because technically it's not loading meat yet? That's so weird that this meat storage isn't counting like the meat that it will inevitably have. More people coming here right now. Any at the slaughterhouse? Yes. I mean, this is very slow going right now, obviously. Tremendously slow going. How are these buses functioning over here? Where are you headed? Are you trying to pick up some gas? Oh, you know, I think that's what happened. Picked up some gas. Well, to make this a little bit easier, bit of an inefficiency over here. Go ahead and build that. That'll make this a lot smoother. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Now, what's the deal with steel? Okay. Okay, here, let's try and adjust our numbers over here as well. 248 workers going down right now. View line details. Let's drop this down to... let's drop it down to 40, because that's a 9% drop, approximately 10%. Go with that. Let's go with that and see what that does for us. And actually, you know what? I need to also stop. Don't pick up tourists for this line. Don't drop them off either. I don't like that it automatically added tourists to all of these lines. It just doesn't make any sense. Down over here, what are we looking at? Oh, look at that. Look at that. We've got food, we've got clothes, we've got electronics. No meat, unfortunately. Not meeting those needs. Are we not loading up on... we're unloading meat over here. St. Leedsburg Shopping Center. Yeah, we should be unloading everything. Because if I check everything, it unchecks everything. So we should be. But I'm guessing we don't have as many refrigeration trucks. So that might be why. Yeah, looks like that solved the problem. This one's bringing down just under a ton of meat. All right, good stuff. Okay, cool. So that'll hopefully, again, meet the needs of the people down over here. Let's ensure that we have parking lots available. And actually, on that note, I want to see the situation up over here. Still smoother than it was before. Not as smooth as I would like it to be. Not because of a lack of spots nearby, though. A lot of open spots here. Alright, still going to leave it be for a little while. Because it is better than before. We'll leave it be for now. Well, let's go ahead and establish some more parking lots over here. What I think I'll do is pay for this. And for this as well. Just so I can plan the parking spots over here. So, over to our mods. Over to these 32 large parking lots. How do I want to plant these guys? See, again, they're not actually... you can't daisy chain them, which is important to remember, right? I wonder if... this kind of a thing. Let's see. Down, like, over here, maybe. Over here. Again, a lot of these, like, homeowners will be using these parking lots as well, which is something to consider. Let's pop you down like so. Right up against the road there. Not auto building, not yet. A little bit of flattening required here, not a problem. Can we actually... I wonder which way I would like to flatten, if I flatten. Let's see. Demolish you, please and thank you. Get rid of this and this. Flatten height from center. Get all this raised up. That makes more sense. And I want to see how, like, big we can make this parking lot. Because we have to do a little bit of, like, jigsaw work over here, basically, right? To make sure the roads are connected for the parking lots appropriately. Because you can't daisy chain them. Because they can't be daisy chained. I also wonder if I can't get the embankment thing going on over here. Not exactly. What about, is it monument? Embankment. Just, like, make it look a little bit nicer, I guess, you know? Try and make this feel a bit more intentional. Doesn't quite seem to fit here, because what I need to do is I need to, like, plant these down and then adjust the terrain afterwards, I think. Like, let's see. Alright, let's see. If I was to plan this. Put this down here. Yeah, lining everything up. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. Don't know if I will do it for something like this, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice. We can put down these ground plates. Just to cover the terrain over here. Cover the ground over here. First, let's go with the parking lots. Where are we? Parking lot. 32 places. Rotate you like so. Yep, like that. Yep. Done. Bit of a gap for walking. I mean, the roads will be good enough for walking, so we don't need the gap. Go ahead and overlap over here. Another one. Can't build you to infrastructure. We might just remove that and rebuild it. Move that. Not terrain. A bit. There we go. Beautiful. Copy down there. Alright, alright. Not too bad, not too bad. Could put another one down over here, I think. Let's go ahead and establish the factory connection here before it's too late. Too sharp of a turn now, you're saying. Okay, listen, that's not funny. That's not funny. This was working just fine. There we go. Good stuff. Just the terrain over there needed adjusting. Alright, so if the road comes down this way. If the road comes down this way. And there we go. Hook you up. I can hook you up. Yes, beautiful. That's good. That's good. Where is another opportunity for more parking lots? I don't want to overdo it here either, but at the same time, it looks pretty neat. Pop this down over here, I suppose. We'll walk down that way over to the... Yeah, that works, I think. And make sure it blends in nicely. And it connects to the road. And that'll do the trick. Like, bam. Nope. Needs to be a bit lower, just so we can square it off, right? Something like this, perhaps. Close, but no cigar. One last opportunity. How about that? Pretty good. Cool. Alright, awesome. So this should be good. People will be able to park, they'll step out. We can also connect the road over here. So it's easier to get to. Feels a bit more like the store's parking lot, I suppose. Quite a few spots for quite a few cars. We can put down some more if we feel it's necessary down the line. But for now, I think it's okay. Let's go ahead and pay for all this. Again, we're fine for money. More than fine for money. We got plenty of dollars too, if need be, right? If we want to start spending some of those American bucks. Right, all these parking lots are done. We'll check their reachability later because I just remembered and realized might be. Yep. Need to ship these guys down over here. One truck. Got another truck over here. Yep. Down here too, buddy. Let's go. Good stuff. 2 more coming. Yep, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, fantastic. This one's almost done, so I'm just kind of like hovering in the area. Gonna start rolling out any second now. Well, actually, it's gonna wait to get picked up, I assume. Here you are. Go and send you right down over here, buddy. Let's go. Yep, on its way out. This one's being produced. Oh, and then I guess it does stop. Maybe that was updated recently and I just noticed. Because I was pretty sure it just kind of automatically keeps making more of them. Commission you. You guys are taking some time, aren't they? Oh, looks like the schools up here are done. Without power supply, though. Alright, let's go ahead and fix that. Bit of a problem. Just a tiny, tiny problem. Question is, how do we want to go about doing this? Let's go ahead and infrastructure. Pause it for a second there. Cancel that. Get our switch over here. Set you up like this. Go up like... Yeah, man. You had flat terrain. Squandered it. Like, eating into that building now. Sure. There you go, I suppose. Medium voltage. Hook you up. And this can kind of continue up this way. Right back here until... Or like this one is covering quite a few buildings. Yeah, we can go ahead and put this up over here for a little bit of overlap, I suppose, a little bit of a redundancy. Or I could establish this further out so that it can cover some more buildings out this way, if and when needed. Also an option. Sure, I'm okay with this. Let's go ahead and pop you down. These aren't roads, though. These are sidewalks, unfortunately. If there's a fire, we'll just have to let it take this substation and then clean it up afterwards. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Get this to continue on up this way. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Right. Up straight and then across this way. Over and connected. Beautiful. Pay for all of that. Go ahead and pay for you. And pay for you. Alright, cool. That solves that problem. Right? Yeah, these are all going to be connected, and you will now have power. Yes, beautiful. But down over here, these guys are without power as well, which is probably not good for the cold storage. I don't know if it actually calculates that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does, because this game calculates basically everything. So let's go ahead and get the substation for this down over here, maybe. Let's see, because you've got all those guys covered. This bus stop isn't covered. We want to try and include that with this substation, I would say. And this one could probably supply to like any train yard or train station or whatever we have up over here as well. This isn't a bad spot for it, I suppose. Hook you up like this, right next to the parking lot. Sure. Yeah, a couple redundancies, good bit of overlap, good stuff, good stuff. And the power can, I mean, we could... I'm actually surprised it's able to go straight across like this. Not the worst thing in the world. What I would rather do then, though, is get rid of you like that and put you over here like this instead. Still have all the same connections. You got the bus stop. Mostly the same connections. Yeah, do this. Sure. Pop you down like that, then can you... Let's do it. It's hot. Done. Done. Here for you as well. Now we should have power down over here. Good stuff. Beautiful. Great. Excellent. Actually getting some work done over here. Is this thing filling up slowly but surely? Let's go ahead and bring some workers down. Now the question is where from? Where from? 21 pluses. Where are you densest? 177, 211? Alright, cool. Go ahead and relocate you guys down over here. And again, if we go overboard, then at least others will move in. Okay. Full, building is full. Just fill this space up. There we go. 2 workers without a job. Again, there's all this construction going on. I mean, moving these people over here is probably not a bad idea. Oh, 11 workers can't work because of low education level. That's the first time I've seen that. We're about to reach a generation that has missed out on school, potentially. That would be rough. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And I guess that's what we get for creating such a densely populated area. And look at this space immediately filling up, eh? No time wasted. See the numbers dropping in the neighboring buildings. No time wasted. You know, I feel like I was saying this is probably enough for now. I feel like it's not. I feel like I'm going to need another residential expansion, like right over here. Like basically immediately afterwards. Probably have the train station and stuff across the tracks over here, maybe. Potentially. Yeah, maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and head back up over here, though. I see you. I see you. This truckception going on over here. It's very cute. That can't be to scale, right? It's got to be off. That truck's gonna, like, grow up as soon as it arrives, isn't it? Yes. That's a little goofy looking. A little. Just a touch. Move you down to here. There we go. Let's go ahead and establish... Okay, it does auto-build these for the rest of eternity. Let that one be built, but then let's go ahead and build the buses that we're going to need to get people from here down to this general area and down to, well, wherever we need them. Let's get those buses going so we can maybe rush that bus stop construction, the bus stop construction, and further alleviate the stress down over here. We're doing quite well now again, seems like. Kind of teetering, I think. It's a little hiccupy, you know, it's not perfectly smooth, but I think once we get this going, yeah, we'll be fine. Once we get this going, we'll be fine. Look at all these construction vehicles coming through with the steel and prefab panels and all that. And look at this bus stop over here. So many passengers waiting, but for what? Where are you trying to get to? Where are you trying to get to? Anywhere, I guess, basically. Thing is, we don't have any like sports or culture or any of that stuff going on until these things get built. Definitely want to get on these. I think I'm pretty happy with the layout over here. I wonder if I should make like a big like set of tennis courts or football fields or something back over here. Something that's not touristy, but would still fit some of those touristy needs potentially. Well, it would visually look like it belongs for tourist kind of needs. One thing I would like over here though, we've got the pool, we've got the hotel, outdoor hotel pool as well. I wouldn't mind actually getting the theater here. I believe I got a mod. I know it exists somewhere. Maybe attractions or monuments? Nope, not here. I gotta like write it down or something. Cinema, perhaps? Greenhouse. Hang on a second. People's Theater. Oh, there we go. The Janicek Theater, I think. Butchering that, I'm almost certain, but feel free to teach me. We can get this. Oh, it's actually pretty big. It is actually pretty large. Will we like put it down over here or something? Put it down over here right next to these statues. I mean, that kind of takes up the space where I wanted to establish another residential area. But I guess that's part of the... kind of how things go, I guess. We'll pop it down over here. But this should help with fitting cultural needs, right? Because it is technically a cinema. It would fit nicely over here. But can you imagine having your hotel right next to it, like this close to a cinema? Right next to one is fine. Like right next to a big theater. Nearby, like across the street, I understand, but like literally attached to the back lot, that's kind of weird, isn't it? I think that's a little weird. We could put it down somewhere over here. Got to clear out some of the roads. We could plant it somewhere over here. Here are the schools. Really makes it feel more like some of these schools could be teaching the dramatic arts and stuff. I might be able to work that. And again, of course, there's always the option of some of these smaller theaters, Cinema Soju, which I think I should probably do anyway. Just a matter of where. A densely packed space, man. This is a densely packed space. And due to infrastructure, we can always demolish these. And let's not forget, this also provides jobs, right? Very important to remember, these also provide jobs. Schools over here, we can hook you up over here, maybe. Let's see if I pop you down over here. Like so. What would be the equivalent up over here? When we're up over here, right? Footpath is getting in our way. Where to you? Okay, these footpaths are blocking us. These as well. Once I get rid of them, I can place the building and then I can reattach the footpaths. And do like this kind of a thing. Right, and then back to our footpath, connect it down over here. In fact, this might even work better. Don't know about that. Pull you up like this, maybe? Can you connect over here? Too sharp a turn? Nope. Of course not. Of course not. Sure, that works. Yeah, from this hotel you can go check out the theater and stuff. In fact, what are you? You're a cafe slash bar, so you know, while you're waiting for your show time. I assume when this says theater, oh no, this is an actual cinema, sorry. I was still had my head in that in the theater space there, because you know, with a theater I assume it means like a theater as opposed to a movie theater. You know what I mean. People are coming down over here. I wonder if they're driving down here for shopping or for something else. This place is topped up. If folks need to buy stuff, they can. You know what I need to do is I need to focus a bit more on the construction over here. Prefab panels. Do we have too few prefab panels? Certainly low on them down over here. Deliveries are coming through. What's the deal up over here? Prefab panels are coming through still. Alright, so we're not low on prefab panels, just a matter of transferring them down to where they're needed right now. Jeez. This is a huge undertaking. That is a huge undertaking. I mean, this as well. Good to see more progress over here, actually. That's actually pretty neat. It's cool to see how these guys come together and chip away. Good number of workers coming through at the same time as well. Cool, cool, cool. Very cool. Alright. Keep it going, keep it going. Once we solve the situation down over here, I think I'll auto-build the airport. And what do y'all think? Should I do that? What do y'all think? We've got lots of food over here. We've got lots of meat over here. The problem isn't the production. The problem is the distribution. I think we need some more trucks down here. But potentially. Hang on a second. From the meat storage, it still doesn't say meat here. Don't know why. Doesn't make any sense. What if I re-add you? Don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I see why. I realize why now. Because we don't have refrigeration trucks over here. That's why. Okay, that's not a problem. I'm glad I realized that. I'm glad I realized that. How many more buses do we need? Oh, you know what? Damn it. Cancel! I keep forgetting we got these buses over here. I keep forgetting. Drop that bus off. Put it down. Put it down now. Where are you going? No, don't go to get fuel while you're all... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and pick up a license. Do we have any refrigeration trucks available over here? No. Over here it is. Refrigeration. There it is. KMZ, of course. Can't leave home without it, I suppose. 8 tons of meat. Still the most we've got. Yep. Cool. Got a couple of those going. There we go. Yeah, like what? Get like 3 of them going maybe at most. Should do the trick. That might actually be too much. You know what? That might be too much. Now I know it'll keep going, but just like a mental check over here. That was a mistake. I would like to get 2 of them, I think, which will be enough to move enough meat quickly enough. Hopefully. Now these trucks, you know what? I might actually already need more distribution offices. I feel like this isn't really working as smoothly as I was hoping. Now you're topped up. Now you've got a bunch of crops. Why? How does this, this doesn't... It is what it is. I'll take a look at that. But folks, we've made a lot of progress today. I'm pretty happy with how this space is coming together. We've made a lot of progress today. Financially, we're looking very good as well. We're about to crack 40 million rubles again, so there's some stability there. Once this space is up and running properly, I think our coal situation will be well behind us. We're already kind of overcoming that situation, so that's good. And as we can see, food and stuff is already making its way down over here as well. So we are really... oh god. Look at the... It's such a... It's so monumental, you know? It's just like... absolutely wild. But yeah, you know, like what I would say is we are... what I was getting at, rather, sorry, is that we are... I think doing a pretty decent job, a pretty efficient and effective job of setting this place up for success. I mean, obviously that's famous last words, I suppose, but pretty happy with what we've achieved today. I hope you all enjoyed this session. This is where we're going to call it. This is where it comes to an end today. Next session, we're going to continue to work on this space. Again, I'm wondering now if I should just, like, pay for all this, pay for some things over there at least, maybe the bus stop, so we can solve this problem once and for all. I do also really need to take a look at producing more oil more quickly because this is not going fast enough. We are starting to fall a little behind with regards to fuel and things like that, so it's a little concerning, I'm not going to lie. Just a touch. Folks, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. Again, and as always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I go about doing it. Man, this looks so good. It's just so... especially with the sun setting over here. And that music. Pretty great. It's pretty great. We've been up to a lot. We got a lot done today. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is what progress looks like. All these cranes working away. This is beautiful. As the sun's setting on the east and or west. I believe it sets and rises on the same side. Oh yeah, look at that. That's actually a lot of work done in today's session. Anyway, folks, sorry. I was in the middle of saying goodbye. On which note, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons who have been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.